Applied the biostrip, and we waited for its dwell period, and we've seen the pictures of how it's bubbling up the old sealer. It's time to go take that old sealer off with pressure washer. We got here a 4 gallon a minute, 4,000 psi Honda engine, and a pressure washer pump with a diesel heater. So this is going to heat the water up to 190, 200 degrees and help us to remove that old sealer. So off we go. Alright, so here the sealer has been allowed to sit, and you can see that it's starting to come up with this white here. On the stairs we're going to use a 25-degree tip to take that sealer off. When you are using a wand to pressure wash near the edge of grass or whatever, think about using the wand from the outside in. It's a lot easier to control the wand, and you can do less damage to the grass. So spray with the nozzle, with you standing on the grass and the nozzle pointing in towards the rest of the surface that you're going to be cleaning here, the pavers, versus the nozzle pointing out, and then when you miss the edge, you tear up the grass. One of the things that you're going to need in your spare parts kit is a replacement O-ring. Here you can see where this O-ring is worn, and it was spitting water out the sides of the connector. So you use a little dental instrument like this to get in there and pop this O-ring out, and then grab your new O-ring. I keep baggies of these attached to the pressure washer for both the hose size at 3/8 and the nozzle size at 1/4, and you know, half a dozen or a dozen of them in the baggie, and then when they go, I have them handy instead of having to wonder. With a truck setup and a permanent installation, you'll have a toolkit that you'll want to have some dedicated space to have some O-rings in here. And the tricky part is getting the O-ring in the hole and push down into its little ring down below that's going to mate up with the surface here. And O-ring goes down inside. You can snap this guy back together again. Off and running. We used a process of going around and cutting in on all the edges first, and then knowing that they were clean, going and cleaning patches, about 4 by 6 foot square patches at a time with the wand, and that worked really well for us to keep an idea of where we were clean. At first, when you still have a lot of sealer on there, it's really easy to see what you cleaned and haven't cleaned. But then you have to go back and look at where you pushed the sealer off, but you really didn't get it all the way out of the cracks and crevices. So you let it dry, take another look, and then you'll see here's some hazy area, or here's some accumulated sealer in a crack, and you can go back and touch it up. We did about half an hour to 45 minutes with the touch-up after completing the removal process. From beginning to end, with actual time on the job, it was about 8 hours to do this 3-car driveway and walkway into the house. We're going to go off and do some sanding, and then we'll show you the ceiling.